Gets me through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
Breaking my heart. Don't go breaking my heart, because it's a genuine thing.
Okay, so there's a study that has shown that people really do die of a broken heart. And, this is bad, it kills men quicker than women. So, the technical term for broken heart syndrome is...
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yep.
Okay, just let me take a breath. Takotsubo cardiomyopathy.
Say that again.
Takotsubo cardiomyopathy.
Right, of course. Really
Okay.
rolls off the tongue.
So people are diagnosed with it when stress hormones caused by emotions prevent their hearts from properly contracting. This is a real thing.
So it was a proper broken heart. Physically, your heart can break and doesn't work properly.
So the study found that the mortality rate of broken-hearted men was a staggering 11.2% compared with 5.5% of female patients.
What happened? The girls just get on with it. Just move on.
Exactly what happened.
Guys take it personally.
This makes sense, though, don't you think? Because how many older couples do you hear about when one passes on that the other one goes shortly after? Like my grandparents, who were married for 7,000 years, passed away within 6 months of each other.
See, that's outrageous.
So I'd be like that. If Greggy went, I'd be like, depending on the situation with the kids, I'd be like, I want to go with him.
Yeah. Don't do that, though.
What?
Don't do that.
You're not going to hang out with me.
Well, it's quite sad, though, isn't it? And particularly in the animal kingdom as well.
Oh.
Because you hear all sorts of, I think it's penguins as well. Once they find a mate, they mate for life. And that's it. They won't move on.
Okay.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, God. Molly, you were saying something about rabbits as well. Rabbits won't go, you have to remove the little... No, we shouldn't say that. It's
You
like
have to
28
remove
kids
them.
and
You have to cage them separately because they're so busy. But also, you were saying...
The rabbit has to process that their mate may not be with us anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, or they will go themselves.
Poor little fellas.
I
tell you what, though. Once they've established that they're gone and they move on, busy.
Well, they are rabbits.
Real busy.
That's what they were born to do.
Real busy.
You know what I
The
mean?
reputation is true.
Oh, should we... 13, 24, 10. Have you heard of this happening? Have you heard of someone actually dying of a broken heart?
Okay. 13, 24, 10. Who's died of a broken heart that you know of?
Oh, well, so obviously people's grandparents would be... This is a thing, I reckon.
Yeah, all right. Give us a call. Share these little stories and we'll all sort of bond together and take us to a happy place because we're all very happy and in love with each other. 13 24 10. Do you know someone who died of a broken heart? Best call this morning, Jodes. $250 Marion Holiday Park voucher
It
as
does
well.
beg the question, if Cara went, would you want to stick around by yourself?
Not really.
We've all learnt that you are incapable of functioning as a human without your wife.
100%. No, I wouldn't.
No.
I honestly wouldn't because I'd be like, now what? And the comparisons would just be not fair, by the way.
As in you wouldn't want to hook up with someone else when you're like 80 or 90.
Well, no, in terms of like you'd be comparing the next person to your
yeah.
previous wife and it would never stack up.
Yeah. And if I was an 80-year-old woman who came into your life after Cara went, I'd be like, I don't need this judgment.
I can't do this. Seriously, mate, put a shirt on when you go for a run. You're 80. My gosh. 13 24 10. Do you know someone who died of a broken heart?
Nova 919's Jodie and Hayesy. Adelaide's favourite way to wake up.
James, it's all happening in 23 minutes.
Yes, Burnside Village, the new multi-million-dollar renovation space is open. So if you would like to go along with $150 in your back pocket, give us a call now, 13 24 10. We'll hand out a voucher or two.
Oh, that's nice. Right now. I won't go breaking your heart.
I just like that you've picked a really upbeat song for this particular topic.
I won't go breaking my heart.
We've just revealed that people really do die of a broken heart and it kills men quicker than it kills women. So the term is called Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. Oh, God, we've got a medical professional on the line
Say
who
that
can
again.
explain it. I don't know. I couldn't even finish it. Lisa from Salisbury Heights, you work in a hospital. I'm so sorry I butchered that.
That's okay. It's a bit of a difficult one at times.
Yeah, what's it called?
Takotsubo cardiomyopathy.
Right, and explain how it happens.
So it's basically an inflammation of the heart muscle. So it basically doesn't pump as it should. So the bottom, one of the chambers of the heart that's meant to pump the blood all around the body, it just does it it doesn't do it as good as it should do. So it's weaker.
My understanding is when stress hormones caused by emotions prevent the heart from beating properly. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and so do you see this or you work with people who see it?
Yes, you see it a lot, actually. So it basically mimics a heart attack. So I used to work, well, I still do, but I work in a hospital where we get called in for emergencies. We get told that they're having a heart attack, so we get called in, we go in, and the ECG that would normally show where the patient's having a heart attack, this will do exactly the same thing. They'll be having the pain, but then when you go into the angiogram and you actually take the pictures and you do the scan, it doesn't show that there's blockages to the heart arteries. It just shows at the end we do a certain picture.
Yeah.
It's like an ultrasound basically, and it's showing the pumping capacity of the heart, and that's showing that it's weaker.
And so what type of people, is it people who've lost their partners or who's it?
Yeah, so usually once you then, because it's obviously pretty chaotic at that time, once you then, it all calms down and you speak to them about what's been going on. Have you been having a chest pain? And a lot of the time they would say that they've had a traumatic event, whether it's someone passing away or, you know, a car accident or something traumatic that's happened, and they'll have this response after that.
Wow.
Lisa, thank you for explaining that properly because I obviously watched it.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, that's quite sad, isn't it?
Isn't it incredible? Well, play the Kiki D song again just to get everyone
up. Oh, my gosh, really sad. Breaking heart.
So don't go breaking my heart. How go breaking your heart.
13 24 10. Should we still do this, Jodes? Do you know someone who's died of a broken heart? And maybe specifically, do you know someone who has suffered Takotsubo cardiomyopathy?
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Well,
Well
thank
done
you very
from
much.
you. Hey, best caller will win a $250 Marion Holiday Park vouchers. That'll keep everyone up and about and stress-free. That's the greatest place on earth. It's like Disneyland in Marion.
It's really good, isn't it? Escape the everyday with $50 off per night on stays from June to August at Marion Holiday Park, and can save only 4 tickets. Don't save. All right. 13 24 10. Let's get into it.
So don't go breaking my heart.
Yeah. I won't go breaking your heart. It's a real thing, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Very upbeat song but sad story here because people really do die of a broken heart and it kills men quicker than it kills women.
Yeah.
11% of men die from a broken heart as opposed to 5% of women. Anyway, we're taking your calls this morning, 13 24 10. Do you know someone who died of a broken heart? Is it Leah or Lee from O'Halloran Hill?
It's Lee.
Lee. What happened with your grandpa?
Okay, so my grandpa passed away.
Yeah.
And he was sick for a little while and we knew that it was coming. And then my grandma, perfectly healthy, like up and about, doing everything. A couple of days before his 1 month anniversary of his passing, she passed away and there was no cause of death. Also, everyone said it was down to a broken heart. It was never like official on paper or anything like that. But yeah, she was really, really struggling and she'd spent her whole life with him and just couldn't live without him.
I was going to
say, it was on his side of the bed that she slept that night. So yeah, she woke up and, well, she didn't wake up, but she passed in her sleep from a broken heart.
How long had they been together?
60 years.
Oh, you wouldn't know yourself, would you, Lee?
Oh, no, absolutely not. And they were, like, so loved up and in each other's pockets. Like, their whole lives were around each other.
Oh.
And, it was really, really sad. But at the same time, it was beautiful because they were back together. Again.
Yeah,
that's
true.
a really nice story, isn't it?
Thank you, Lee. Let's go to Tennille from Para Hills. Good morning, Tennille.
Hi, how you going?
Good. You've heard of this happening too. Is this your grandpa?
Yeah, quite similar. It was my grandfather who passed away first. He was quite unwell with cancer. And then about 4.5 months later, my grandmother actually passed away in her sleep as well. They put it down to a heart attack, but there was no known medical issues prior. She just passed away in her sleep.
Wow.
Okay, that is like genuinely, you could probably bank in that it's Takotsubo cardiomyopathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were together with only each other their whole lives. So they met when they were 15. And together for, I think, 68 years. They're married for, I believe, 40-something.
Wow.
Off the top of my head, yeah.
You can honestly see how this happens, can't you, Snell? Thank you so much for sharing your story. No. Wow. Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Oh, I want to be married for that long.
Our hearts are full. Don't break them.
No, exactly.
Oh, there you go. Who would you like to give the $250 Marion Holiday Park voucher to?
Send Lee along, I think. That is going to be an epic time. $250 Marion Holiday Park voucher. Escape the everyday with $50 off per night on stays from June to August at Marion Holiday Park.
Good on you, Lee.
Well done,
Oh,
mate.
thank you so much. You're making me cry. That's amazing. The kids will really enjoy it.
We
So
didn't-
thank you.
We didn't want to make you cry, but also it's sort of like the
Cry
tail.
from happiness, though.
I know,
It's
it's-
really, really, like, that's the best gift to give when you've got kids, is like a little getaway, and
Oh,
especially when
spot
it's so close to home. Like,
Yep.
that's something that, like, there's gifts and all of the rest, but time and memories with your family, you just, that type
So
of gift
precious.
is really special. So thank you.
Can't begin to tell
very
you how
welcome.
much fun you're going to have. We did it on the weekend. Have a little toast to the grandparents on the weekend. Like,
Yeah, big time.
Yep.
All right, also, let's leave you with this.
So don't go How I gonna break it down?
Let's talk OnlyFans, shall we? Yeah, that's right. And when you think OnlyFans, you probably think, oh, yeah, it's just a haven for sexual activity.
that's what you think.
And maybe that's what you think. Maybe that's what a lot of men think. Well, it turns out maybe not so much. Here's the thing. Attention-starved men are dropping huge sums of money on OnlyFans models, not for raunchy content or online liaisons, but for simple conversation.
I know, I call BS on this already.
Oh,
Go.
the
Go on,
stats
though.
are there.
Proceed, though.
The stats are there.
Go on.
78% of chats between creators and their top spenders are about everything except doing the deed. Hottest topics? Great question, Joe. Pets, work, childhood memories, TV shows, and hobbies.
Come
What about
on.
this? Sophie Rain, who by all reports, and I'm reliably told, is a top-performing OnlyFans model. She mentioned that her top fan, whose name is Charlie, he's a married American man, has shelled out over $6 million over 2 years, has rarely asked for a nude pic. This is alarming.
Is this the quote from her? We talk every single day without fail.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I resent about this little study of yours that you seem to have discovered.
I didn't write the study, all right?
I know where you found
Don't
it.
hate the reader.
Okay. Is that it's almost like, oh, my wife doesn't listen to me, so I have to now go to OnlyFans and it's all her fault because we can't have conversations and she's boring. So now I have to go onto the internet where sometimes, sure, the girl's going to get nude and show me her boobs, but other times we're just going to chat about the dog. Come on. Come on.
This is why men go to OnlyFans. Interesting audio yesterday from the Crows' main session. I mean, the Crows are absolutely flying, sitting inside the top four. They play the Swans on the weekend. You think it'd be all beer and Skittles the minutes.
Nike Nixie.
Nike Nixie. Oh, my gosh. The boys obviously weren't performing quite at the level that he wanted to, and he had to give them a good old-fashioned spray mid-session. Listen closely. Oh, there's a big one.
He said, start effing concentrating. The fact that you're not doing it the right way tells me that you're effing around.
Come on,
Dad's
guys.
mad.
Dad's mad. Oh, guys, pull your head in, boys.
Oh, no.
Come on.
You would have been sprayed back in the day.
Why
wouldn't
do you say that?
Because you, A, don't listen.
Excuse me?
B, are not very disciplined. C, would have had some heavy, heavy, heavy nights before training. Do you want me to go on? Or?
No, that'll do. That'll do. It's all pretty accurate too, to be honest. I remember getting spray early days because I tried to carry over a fashion trend from the East, and that was wearing skins without shorts over the top.
You idiot.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Oh,
Got sent straight back into the change rooms, had the change, put the shorts over the top.
Can I ask how that would have gone down maybe at the Elizabeth Shopping Centre after training?
Yeah, not too well. Not too well. Really, really cautious approach with that one.
At the local faster pasta. What was some of the
Exactly.
feedback from the locals of you just wearing skins?
He's cruising into Louisiana Tav
Yeah.
for an after-training ale.
Yeah.
So Roy Led was my main coach, and I remember there was a bloke by the name of Nathan Castley.
Okay.
Beautiful man.
Yeah.
And he was the runner.
Right.
And he would come out and deliver the messages to me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would make a mistake, and straight away you'd think, oh, geez, I know Roy's going off his lid. And a few times I would look up from a distance and I could see that he was going off his lid. And then Cass would run out and we'd have this sort of smile with each other. And I'd be like, yes, mate. And he'd say, Roy would like to know why you did that. And I'd go, yeah, just tell him blah, blah, blah. And so then, and I'd make the same mistake.
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes later, Cass would come back out again.
Hence my
and he'd
point
look at
about
me,
not listening.
And I'd sort of roll my eyes and be like, oh no.
Not again.
And he'd go, Roy would like to know why you made that same mistake again. I'd go, oh, mate, look, just tell him, da, da, da. And meanwhile, I'm looking at him as well, and he's fuming. He's all red, the steam coming out of his ears. And then, particularly after a win, we'd always, after the game, sit there.
Yeah.
And we'd be having a beer, and we, like, immediately after the game, sitting, and I'd go, Cass, go on, tell me.
Tell me exactly what he said.
What did he say? What exactly did he say?
Do you need bleeps here or a dumb button?
Even in those moments, he wouldn't tell me.
Right.
I'd say, okay, what was the gist of it? And he'd say something like, he several times questioned if you had severe limitations in your ability to perform basic football tasks. And he questioned your immediate position at the football club. Several times.
I love salvaging relationships all across Adelaide. It's what I do. My own's a mess, but I like helping other people. And so what about this little tidbit? Saying thank you might actually help your relationship stay alive more than saying I love you.
Really? Well, I think you would automatically think that the most powerful thing you can say to someone is I love you.
Well, you would think that, but I think it just rolls off the tongue sometimes without any meaning. So they did this research of over 400 married couples and found that gratitude was the strongest predictor of relationship satisfaction, even more than communication or how couples handle conflict.
Ah. I'm a big thank you guy in every situation. Sometimes I find myself saying thank you when I've just had something taken away from me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I use thank you to end conversations a lot of the time. Okay, thanks, mate. See ya.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
do.
Yeah. I remember when I first started at Nova and I went into the boss's office with plans to get more shifts. He took shifts away from me. And as I was leaving, I was like, thank you so much for everything. And then when I got outside, I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I just got robbed. And I'm saying thank you for robbing me?
Well, the other question is, do you say love you every time you hang up the phone from your wife?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't. We need to do it more often. We do it with the kids.
Yes. Isn't it funny how a turn of phrase can mean everything, though? Just that little twist in what you're saying. Because yesterday I had my normal Tuesday meltdown on a Wednesday. I just thought I'd change things up.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah.
Pushing it forward today.
Yeah. So I went and picked Harper up from school for the little reception kid, and she goes on the playground after school, and to get that kid off the playground is just, and she was doing it on purpose. I was like, Harper, we have to go. You've got dance. And she was like completely ignoring me.
Yeah.
So
You see steam starting to come from your face as well.
I was just building up because, as you well know, I tried to have a nap in the afternoon yesterday, which is very important for the breakfast radio announcer.
Yeah.
And I had about 8 phone calls in that time, one of which was my husband going, where are you? What are you doing? Are you picking up the kids? Like, no lack of understanding of, hey, I'm just trying to get some rest here. Anywho, it built and built and built into an absolute tsunami when Harper was crying, and I ended up yelling her, and Mum doesn't yell very often, so when I yelled it sort of shocked her into submission, which is an awful feeling because your kids are supposed to feel safe with Mum, but Mum lost her mind.
Yeah.
So that was that, and it was compounded by my husband walking in the house after a frantic phone call to him saying, I'm going to lose it, you just need to get home. And he walked in the house, he goes, what's wrong with you?
Oh, no, that never works.
Why are No, wait for it. This is a man who's lived with a woman who's done breakfast radio for 15 years now. Why are you so grumpy?
Yeah.
No!
Oh, my God. I can picture it right now. See, I'm not a smart guy.
No.
I'm not smart at all. But even I know that is just throwing fuel on the fire.
And so after I had buried his body in the backyard, I said to him, you just need to turn that around and go, I can see that you're shattered and you're struggling. What can I do to help? You're a smart man. You can't be that stupid. We've been together a very long time. And at that point, the 13-year-old walks into the room and goes, oh, Mum, you regrouped yet?
Oh, my God. There's only one thing that he could do to make it even worse.
What?
And perhaps when you're burying him, like for the last thing, and you're just sort of tapping the shovel on the top, and you get a text message from him, and all it reads is, calm down.
Want you to picture this, Adelaide Beer and Barbecue Festival, King's Birthday long weekend. We've got Punk Night, we've got the loudest night in the calendar, headlined by the Chats. The Chats are going to be there, I tell you.
Oh, yes, the Chats. Come on, Smoko. Leave me alone.
So, Brad from Hallett Cove, good morning to you.
Morning, how are we?
Wow, you got 3 friends?
Yeah, sure do.
You
Got more than 3, but 3 will do.
Okay, all right, mate, calm down, Mr.
Right,
Popular.
Brad. Okay. You like beer and you like barbecues?
I love beer, and I'm just coming off a big calorie deficit diet, so this is going to be pretty dangerous for me, but we're going to go ham, I think.
Jeez, okay. So are we potentially going to undo this entire diet? And can you take us through it? How many kilos did you lose? What was the goal?
Right, so I started at 93. I was a bit porky. Mind you, I'm 6'2" and a bit, but
Yeah.
I'm down to 75 as of yesterday.
Okay.
I
my
was
God.
done within 12 weeks, so it's pretty quick.
So are you ripped? You got a six-pack now?
Not a six-pack. There's still a little bit of fluff there, but it's looking better.
Brad, so when you talk about calorie deficit, so that's the notion is that you expend more calories than you intake in your mouth. So what were you eating during the day?
Yeah, so a lot of watermelon. I'm like 1.5 kilos of watermelon a day just so I can stuff my face and keep the belly full.
Yes.
But, it's not a lot. It's just a lot of lettuce, a lot of salad, and then just trying to keep my protein in there. But, it's pretty hard. I'm hungry, so this will be good.
Do you feel good now, though?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. A lot more comfortable in my appearance and just my physicality. So, definitely a lot better.
Do you know what? Good on you, Brad. Like, I love people that have that discipline to be able to, cut back alcohol and restrict their diet just to get to where they want to be. So good on you.
Spot on.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Good on you, Brad. And what we do know as well is that if you're trying to meet a calorie expectation, we could probably handle that in about one or two of these craft beers at Beer and Barbecue Festival. Quite calorie dense, Joe.
This is what Brad's done. Brad has detox to retox. That's what is happening here.
Let's get ready to rumble. Round one. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
The rules are simple. Jodie and Hayesy are about to hear 6 songs from the same year. They can select their song as it plays, but if they let it go, that song is gone. Now let's get into the bangers that are ready to battle. Back to you, Jodie and Hayesy.
Oh, yes. Good on you, producer Molly. So here's the deal. It's a chance for you, the listener, to choose the music, and we've turned it into a really fierce, far too competitive little game.
Oh, okay. Sitting at 8-7 as it stands in the grand tally of Battle of the Bangers.
Ooh, you could square it up this week, Joe.
I could.
Ready to go? Should we go straight to the generator to see what year we're dealing with?
What we got, Mr. Generator?
Here we go.
2001.
Oh,
Good year.
okay. I think 2001 was a pretty good year for tunes.
Okay.
Ready to go? First song, name means you have locked it in, and then you're absolutely set. Here we go.
Also, if you leave it to the last one, that's what you get.
That's anxiety.
That's what you get, and you don't get upset.
Okay, here we go.
I'm falling even more.
Oh, it's a good tune. It's rare to lock yourself in the first one. I believe this is Lifehouse.
Do you love this song?
It's not quite for me.
Okay.
You?
No.
Okay. Next song, please.
Oh.
It's a bit of Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Okay. Not for me. You?
No, that was what was that from? What film?
Charlie's Angels.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Okay, not for me as well. Next one. Nah.
Tempting.
Running out of time.
No.
No Nelly for you, no Nelly for me.
Okay.
J-Lo.
This is prime J-Lo.
Not for me.
No.
No. Okay, next one. We only got 2 songs left, by the way.
No.
Here we go.
Jodie. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that was sharp. The 5th of 6 songs, Jodes, you've locked yourself in with Train Drops of Jupiter.
You could be in trouble here.
Oh, my gosh.
You're real strife.
So I have to choose the next song.
Yeah.
Don't have a choice. Oh, well, please be something good. Okay, I like it. I'm not exactly sure who sings it.
For a little bit of money and
What would you do? Who sings this? City High. City High.
City High.
City High.
Oh, of course.
Okay. City High, what would you do versus Train? Okay, I see what's going on here.
So pleased with the way that's just turned out.
You're pretty confident with it. We're still trying to learn the artist of my particular song. City High v Train. Please get voting at Jodie and Hayesy. It is 8-7 in my favour. I feel a draw coming on.
Do you know what might save you? Where the beat drops in and they do that little rap and it's like,
Oh,
what would you do?
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Get up on your feet and stop making tired
What would you do?
excuses. And that's why you should vote for my song.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know. I need to know.
I need to know.
What's in the news today?
I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know.
What you need to know with Jodie and Hayesy.
Headlines this morning: betrayal. Deborah Lee Furness bombshell statement about Hugh Jackman divorce.
Saw that coming.
She's issued a public statement following the news that she and her ex-husband Hugh Jackman have reached a major agreement in their divorce. She filed on May 23, by the way. The reason for divorce is because Jackman was linked to his Broadway co-star Sutton Foster, who starred in a show called Younger, which is a bit of a Gen Z show. But she's very good in it and seems very likeable. However, I don't know how the two of them have been painted now that this has come to light. The insinuation is that he had an affair.
Right, with her?
Yes.
And he's with her right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. She's a Broadway musical star as well. So they starred in a Broadway show together, and that's, I think, where the connection began.
Which I always think too, by the way.
Oh, here we go.
Like in those situations. Like in the acting industry, Broadway, etc. It's such a intimate setting.
Yeah.
Where you sort of feel like maybe not overly surprising.
No. It's kind of weird because you're kissing each other for work.
Yeah.
And people get really confused. Like, I went to acting school and a friend of mine, like, it actually happened where they were kissing so much all the time at school and as part of study that it then got confusing, like, what feelings are real and what feelings are part of work.
Acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good thing about us, Jodes, and that is never falling in love with each other, and everyone who works on breakfast radio, is that you see each other first thing in the morning at that other person's absolute worst. The worst.
I know by now not really to have discussions with you before 5 a.m. because it will be one way.
Dark times.
Not reciprocated, and I'm just met with that look that you get on your face. Anyway.
Also physically, not there. Not there. Haven't put my makeup on.
Oh, I thought you meant physically I'm revolting.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But I know that I'm not.
Okay. Anyway, this is what Deborah Lee had to say. My heart and compassion goes out to everyone who has traversed the traumatic journey of betrayal. It's a profound wound that cuts deep. However, I believe in a higher power and that God/the universe, whatever you relate to as your guidance, is always working for us. Very classy. They'd maintained a dignified silence the whole time. They've never talked about it until now. And she's like, well, screw it. What have I got to lose? I did that thing where I go down the rabbit hole of reading comments where I lose faith in humanity.
Yeah.
People are nasty. Like, what about this? Sorry, Deb, but your time in the limelight is dimming. Someone else said he dumped her for a younger model, about 10 years overdue. Isn't that kind? And this peanut said, returning to yourself and living with your own integrity, values and boundaries is liberation and freedom, especially when you get a big chunk of someone else's money to go with it. Well, I'm pretty sure she raised those adopted kids, so he could go off and travel the globe and do whatever he needs to.
Yeah.
Oh, people made me cross.
But also, Deborah, wake up. Wake up. You got cut in a relationship. He's Wolverine. Okay? It's bloody Wolverine.
I get it.
You're going to get cut. You deal with Wolverine, you're going to get cut.
That's the physical challenge that she took on when she married him. She should have known that.
100%.
You're so true.
Blades
so
in the
right.
knuckles.
Yeah.
It's a massive, massive barrier in relationships. We've always said that, Jones.
It's a real barrier to intimacy, isn't it?
100%.
When someone slices you open.
Depends what you're into.
Well, Hayesy, there's no question our eyebrows were raised when we thought, who's going to play for the Sixers this season?
Everyone was leaving. Kendrick Davis, they're like, no, geez, what's happening here?
KD's gone. And then next minute, bang, Bryce Cotton, the monster, Montrezl Harrell back in town. Bang, let's bring in our next guest, DJ Vasiljevic. What the hell has happened in the last week at the Sixers?
I don't know, but it's been a great week for the city. Obviously, we've signed probably arguably the best player to ever play in the NBL in Bryce, and then the most probably dominant big last season in Montrezl. So it's been a good week of recruiting.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's all official now, DJ. Can you tell us, was this in the works for a while, or were you guys like, oh boy, what a few weeks? And also, what sort of hand did you and say the likes of Isaac Humphries play in the recruiting process?
With Bryce, it was pretty unexpected, honestly, because we all thought he was going to Japan. Like, I messaged him last year because I could see he was a bit unhappy, and we had a chat, and he said, no, I'll finish off the season and see what I'll do. But we were all had the intention that he was going to Japan, and then Matt Weston, I don't know, worked his magic, and next thing you know, he signed with us for a 3-year deal, and then the discussion of bringing back Monster, and we had a few discussions and chats, and he's like, yeah, I want to come back. I want to win a championship. Like, we were close last year. We just, I think too many distractions and whatnot, but now we're ready to rock and roll, and we're still not done. We got one import and one local spot to fill. So,
how spicy is it going to be? Say round 1 in Perth, Bryce Cotton taking on the Red Army. Oh my very goodness, it's juicy, isn't it? The NBL would be crazy not to set that up.
Oh, there'll be a few stories. A few teams we play. Obviously, Bryce going to Perth. We playing in Sydney and stuff like that. But it's exciting. I think this is great for the league. Obviously, Bryce has gone out and said there's no beef with him and the Red Army. But again, when you play against an old team, you want everything. So he'll be excited to go. I don't even know who we play in round 1, so maybe it is Perth.
DJ Vasiljevic, a.k.a. Captain Fancy Pants. Where are you off to today, by the way?
Mate, this is me and my partner Pagan are off to a bit of a holiday, going to Italy, Greece, and back home to Serbia for a little bit. So it's a well overdue holiday. It's not a basketball holiday, it's actually a holiday. So I'm looking forward to it.
How's your Serbian? Are you up to date with it?
Oh, I'm fluent. Don't worry, I'm fluent. My dad says I speak a bit of gibberish in that sort of sense, but a couple of days over there and I'll be, fluent as ever.
All right. Well, could you sign off with a thank you so much, Jodie and Hayesy. I'm off on my holiday now. I'll see you when I get back in Serbian.
Thank you, Jodie and Hayesy. I hope you enjoy the cold. I will send you a picture of me drinking a cocktail by the beach.
I meant in Serbian.